Hello, students. Today we are going to see some more interesting and important questions from PYQ. That is neat question. Come on, let's discuss with these questions. The first question for the following reaction. This is CH3, CH2, CH2Br plus KOH. You are getting CH3, CH double bond CH2 plus KBr plus H2O. Option B, it is CH3, Br, CH3 plus KOH. You are getting CH3, OH, CH3 plus KBr. And the last one, here cycloalkene combined with the bromine, Br2. You are getting what it is? Dibromocycloalkane. Now, what is the correct, which is the correct statement they are asking? That means here in this ABC, actually what this reaction belongs to, what type of reaction, whether elimination reaction or substitution reaction or addition reaction, we have to recognize this kind of reaction. Let us discuss the first one. Here CH3, CH2, CH2Br. So Br, it is actually what it is, haloalkane. So haloalkane combined with the strong base, you are getting alkene. So haloalkane combined with the strong base, you are getting alkene. So this kind of reaction, it is called elimination reaction. Elimination reaction. Okay, so let us see that clear reaction. Here CH3, CH2, CH2Br plus KOH. So here I just mentioned in this way. So here CH2, instead of that, here I just put it one hydrogen. That means here CH3, CH2, CH2Br plus KOH. So here actually K plus OH minus, right? So this means here also minus. So K plus and Br minus. So here these both which is going to attach. So KBr, it is we are getting. And then OH minus, this is H plus ion. This is actually adjacent to carbon of hydrogen. So H plus ion which is attracted towards that OH minus. So you are getting water molecules released. So the elimination of water molecule as well as KBr. Here, this is also KBr, this Br and K. So this is also releasing. So this is one way it is eliminating water molecule. The other way it is eliminating halogen, dehydrohalogenation. So what is the final product? So the bond which is going to attach over here. So you are getting what it is? CH3, CH double bond CH2 plus KBr plus H2O. So this is actually eliminating. So elimination reaction. The second one, CH3BrCH3 plus KOH. Here also K plus OH minus, a strong base. So this is actually minus. This minus which is attracted towards that K plus, right? So you are getting KBr which is removed. So in that place which is going to replace that OH minus. So instead of Br, OH minus which is replacing, this is also minus, this is also minus. So this is going to combine with what it is KBr. So in that place which is replacing OH minus. So this is actually substitute that OH minus ion is substituting that Br minus. So this is substitution reaction. Substitution reaction, right? So next one, this is cycloalkene. This is hexagon cyclohexene combined with the bromine. Two bromine atoms are available. So usually this double bond is there, no? So the bond which is breaking, when the bond breaks, these two atoms which is going to attach over here. So you are getting, the bond breaks means what it is, you are getting cycloalkane. So you are getting what it is, addition, you are adding to that. So this is addition reaction. Addition reaction, right? So first one, what it is, elimination reaction. First one, elimination reaction. Second one, substitution reaction. And the third one, addition reaction. So which is the correct option here? Elimination, substitution, addition. Elimination, substitution, addition. Which is the correct option? Elimination and substitution, addition. So A, it is elimination, B, it is substitution, and C, it is addition. So these are all simple and easiest question. I hope you understand this kind of question. See, actually, when we are going deep into that concept, these are not will be very easy. Only thing, you should have confidence in you that you are able to solve. You no need to get any panic situation. Don't try to get that panic situation to identify all these things. These are all very easiest and interesting also. Come on, let us go to the next question. The next question, the pair of electron in the given carbon anion CH3C triple bond C negative charge is present in which of the following orbitals? That is 2p and sp3, sp2, sp. See, here they have given triple bond, that is C triple bond C and a negative charge. So, generally, here what bond it is available? One sigma bond and 2 pi bond, right? One sigma bond and 2 pi bond, it's available. Now here negative charge also they mentioned. So the negative charge means what it is? Sigma bond. So totally how many sigma bonds and pi bonds are available? Totally 2 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds. Two pi bonds are available, right? So naturally triple bond means 100% it is sp only. So in that negative charge mentions sigma bond. So which is the correct option? Option D is the correct option. So even if it is negative charge comes also, what we are going to give the answer, that is sp hybridization, that is sp orbitals only, right? I hope you got that idea. The next one also tricky question, and it is very simple only. Which among the given molecule can exhibit tautomerism? See, tautomerism easily you can identify in keto-enol tautomerism. The main idea for to identify the tautomerism only keto-enol. So now keto-enol tautomerism, how do we identify? Now for example, CH3 C double bond O CH3. Right. Now in this, here what you will write? CH3 C here OH. From here one hydrogen shifting over taking place. So that means from here one hydrogen is shifting, so automatically it goes over here. So and then here you will get the CH2. So this is what we are showing, keto-enol tautomerism. So this is keto form and this is enol form. So this is keto-enol tautomerism. See now how many hydrogens are available. See, it differs only position of alpha hydrogen. Where is the position of alpha hydrogen? See now here, see double bond O is there, so alpha hydrogen is here. Whereas here, where is it alpha hydrogen has gone? So in this way, we can identify. Now come on, let us check with this compound. Here they have given the bridge compound. The bridge compound means here C double bond O. See in that hexagon shape, cyclohexagon shape, in that inside there is a double bond. Okay, now in that, where do you identify the alpha hydrogen? That's what purposely I put circle. Here you will find that alpha hydrogen, and here also you will find that alpha hydrogen. So naturally, how do we get the answer? So the next carbon, adjacent carbon, you will get the double bond position, and here you will get hydrogen. And the next one, here the same cyclohexagon, and then bridge is there inside, and here outside it is ortho position side, what it is, C double bond O, and the next one meta position, two phenyl group which is attached over there. Now in that way, how do we identify? See in this side, C double bond O, next to left side there is a alpha hydrogen, whereas here Do you find any alpha hydrogen? Because it is attached with the phenyl group. Phenyl group resonance part takes place. So you cannot find any alpha hydrogen. That's what purposely I put wrong. So there is no alpha hydrogen. So here only you will find the alpha hydrogen. So where it goes there also, here what you will get. So you will get that double bond over here. So you will get the double bond over here and then OH. So you naturally what you will get, so this compound you will get. And the third compound, see, there is no phenyl group, nothing, only cyclohexagon bridge compound it is there, and a double bond outside it is there. So where do you identify the alpha hydrogen? You will get the alpha hydrogen here as well as here. So this is one alpha hydrogen, means the other one alpha hydrogen here. So alpha hydrogen ones which is going to attach over there, automatically it goes, this is alpha hydrogen 1, this is alpha hydrogen 1, because two things also it is possible. So which is possible in a proper way, I just mentioned here. So here when the electron transfers over here, I just bring the first compound here. So you will get the double bond because of transferring that hydrogen electron. So naturally you will get the double bond over here and you will get OH. The bond comes over here. Whereas the other one, suppose alpha hydrogen, this is this side also alpha hydrogen is there. Suppose this electron transfers over here. So the alpha hydrogen goes that side. So you will get the double bond over here. OH, it will be same as it is in that keto position, only OH will be coming. That is not a matter. But where the double bond comes, that is only important. Right now, the double bonds comes over here and the double bonds comes over here, which is strong. Generally here Brett's rule, what it is telling, bridge, this is a bridge, right? So this side it's a bridge. So the bridge plus a double bond it is coming. So the bridge plus double bond it is coming. It is not stable. Whereas here bridge and double bond which is not at all connected. So this is stable. So which is the correct option? Third option only it is correct. In the third option, which is more stable? Which side? This side or this side? Means this side only it's stable. And one more point we have learned, Brett's rule, what it has mentioned. Bridge plus double bonds is, see, this is bridge plus double bond connected with the double bond, so it is not stable, whereas this side it will be stable. So you have learnt another one question. So which is the correct option? Option 3 only can, what it is, exhibit tautomerism. So simple and interesting also. Which one is the correct order of acidity? Generally, acidic strength, acidity, it is a common question, evergreen question. If you know the basic idea about this concept, it will be easy to identify the answer. Come on, here I just mentioned as this, you are, I hope you are able to see this. Here triple bond, double bond, and here what it is, single bond. Like there are you know very well that double bond what it has mentioned, triple bond what it has mentioned, and single bond what it has mentioned. See here, CH, triple bond CH. So this is SP hybridization we are saying. How do we say SP hybridization? 50 percentage of S character and 50 percentage of P character. And the same way CH2 double bond CH2, this is SP2 we are saying. So that means here one sigma bond, one pi bond. Here what it is, one sigma bond and two pi bond. In that way, here s orbital, this is 33 percentage, and p orbitals sp2, so 67 percentage. And here what it is, sp3, ch3 single bond ch3 sp3. So 25 percentage s character and 75 percentage p character. So now I'm coming to that point. Now, how do we identify the acidity? So generally acidity based on the S character among this kind of question. So S character increases, acidic strength, that is acidity also will be increasing. That is what purposely I have given here. Stability of acidity increases with increasing of S character. So generally acidic strength, it is directly proportional to electronegativity. It is a common point. But electronegativity, that acidity, it's directly proportional to S character increases. That is what purposely. So that means which is more S character among this sp hybridization. That means this is also 50 percentage, this is also 50%. So S character increases, acidic strength, acidity also will be increasing. Now which is the correct option? As you are observing here, here double bond, triple bond it is there, here triple bond, double bond and single bond, whereas here triple bond is there, fine, and here double bond and here triple bond, like what it is mix matching, it is not proper order. And then here single bond, double bond, triple bond and triple bond. So they are giving that what it is, increasing order, increasing order, decreasing order. So bigger one, smaller one, like that. So that means bigger one, what it is, here what it is, triple bond they have given, here also triple bond, here double bond and single bond. So single bond is the least one. And the same way, fourth one here double bond, here double bond, triple bond, triple bond. So these 3 points will not be the correct option. Why? Because triple bond it is coming, yes, fine, it's correct, first only highest position, that means its acidic strength it is higher, then second one double bond, and then again triple bond, so will not be that possible. And the same way single bond, double bond, triple bond, so it is going increasing orders. They did not mention whether increasing order, decreasing order, proper way they asked. So we just go for the first option only. Here what it is, triple bond they mention, and this is also triple bond, CH triple bond CH, and CH3 single bond it is there, C triple bond CH. So first we are giving priority for CH triple bond CH, and again triple bond it is there. Why can't we bring it over here? Because here already triple bond it is there highest, and here single bond and triple bond. So we are giving the priority for first triple bond and the second triple bond. Okay, already here triple single bond it is there, no, so that is what we put it the second one. And the third one what it is, double bond, of course it is 33%, and the least one 25%. I hope you got the clarity. So which is the correct option? Option A. And the next question also same, most acidic compound, acidic strength they are asking. So as you see this question only, you will identify this is phenol, paranitrophenol, 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, that is picric acid, and this is paratoluene, right? So in that, which is correct option? See, just now I just mentioned stability is directly proportional to what it is, that is acidic strength. Acidic strength, acidic strength, it is directly proportional to electronegativity, and electronegativity, and also it is directly proportional to minus I character. So minus I character, how do we identify? More electronegativity group which is attached, so that naturally it is minus I, inductive effect minus I, right? So in that, so nitro group it is a more electronegative group. So more electronegative group it is minus I character. And the same way 3 nitro group it is there. So that means naturally this is more minus I character. And CH3 group, this is plus I character. What is it? Plus I character and minus I character. Electron withdrawing group. See here, this is electron withdrawing group. This is also electron withdrawing group, but this is electron donating group. So electron donating group which decreases the acidic strength, whereas electron donating group which decreases the acidic strength, whereas electron withdrawing group which is increases the acidic strength. So acidic strength, when we are going to discuss, means first thing you have to identify electronegativity and minus I effect, mainly electron withdrawing group. So these are all that it is mandatory to it. So generally minus I effect, that is minus I character, that is electronegativity group, it has to be present, and electron withdrawing group it has to be present, and usually minus I and minus R usually bring that what it is acidic strength will be more, and whereas basic strength just to the opposite, plus I and plus R brings what it is basic strength. Basic strength here, basic strength they are not asking, but I'm providing this for you. Okay, I hope you got that idea. Minus I and minus R can bring that what it is acidic strength. Now which one is the most acidic compound? Of course 100% 2,4,6 trinitrophenol only, picric acid only is the highest acidic compound. Now can we bring it in order? This is the highest. See, this is the first one, and this is the second one, and this is third one, and this is the last one, that least acidic character. I hope you got that clarity about that acidic strength discussion. Come on, let's go to the next question. Now, the next question, basic strength. See, acidic strength, basic strength, common questions. The correct increasing order of basic strength for the following compound. Here, NH2, NH2NO2, and NH2 CH3. See, acidic strength, if you want to identify, you have to check where there is electronegative group or there electron withdrawing group it is available. Like that kind of nature you will identify, whereas basic strength you have to identify where there is electron donating group. So where do you identify that electron donating group? So electron donating group which will increase the basic strength, electron withdrawing group which will increase the acidic strength. So please remember just to the opposite both. See, now that is what purposely I just mentioned. Electron withdrawing group decreases the basic strength, whereas electron donating group increases the basic strength. So mainly here electron negativity it's common. Right, now here aniline, this is nitroaniline, toluidine, this is CH3 NH2 which is attached with benzene. Right, now here in this nitro group which is attached, this is only aniline, nitro group which is attached, and here CH3 group which is attached. Nitro group it is electron withdrawing group, whereas CH3 electron donating group. So electron donating group which will increases the acidic strength. How it is increasing the acidic strength? I just bring that idea for you. CH3 group in that NH2, that is aniline amino group, electron density increases towards the ring, so basic strength will increase attached with that aniline. So this is actually electron density decreases. How? That is deactivating the ring. So electron withdrawing group which decreases that basic strength, whereas electron donating group which increases that acidic strength. So here plus I effect, plus R effect, plus or effect which will increases the acidic strength. Generally we bring it in that way. Now which is the order? How do we identify the order? So CH3 electron donating group is available, so naturally this will be the first one, and second one what it is, aniline. So aniline we can give the second one. Third one nitro group which is least acidic. Why? Electron withdrawing group which is available, that is actually minus I effect. So minus I effect which will decreases the basic strength. I hope you got the clarity. Now that means 3 1 2. So 3 1 2, where it is 3 1 2, option A as the correct option. I hope you got the clarity about electron withdrawing group and electron donating group. Very clear idea. I have given electronegativity in that. Another one more video I just bring it to you. That is in inductive effect I just brought to you, just to watch that. It will be very easy. Acidic strength, basic strength. Another one more video also I just brought to you, that is also very interesting and easy to identify very good answers and n number of questions also available which is related to JEE as well as NEET questions are there. Please watch that. That is acidic and basic strength. In that inductive effect also I just mentioned. So I hope you got the clarity of all these questions. Come on, let's go to the next question. And the most suitable method of separation of 1 is to 1 mixture of ortho and para-nitrophenol. See, they have given that option chromatography, crystallization, steam distillation, and sublimation. See, this is orthonitrophenol and this is para-nitrophenol. So, orthonitrophenol, it is a volatile compound, whereas para-nitrophenol, it is a non-volatile compound. Usually, volatile compound can evaporate very easily. So this is separated by steam distillation. Usually volatile liquids can be separated by steam distillation that we have learnt in concept wise method. Right, now here one more point I just wanted to bring it to you. See here, intermolecular hydrogen bonding, intramolecular hydrogen bonding, already you have gone through in the concept way. Now here, orthonitrophenol. This is orthonitrophenol, OHNO2. Whereas this is paranitrophenol, OHNO2, just to the opposite side. Right. Now here, this orthonitrophenol, it is intramolecular hydrogen bond. How do we say intramolecular hydrogen bond? Because within the molecule, there is a hydrogen and oxygen bonding nature. It has taken place. Whereas paranitrophenol, here between the molecules, see here one orthonitrophenol, another one more, this is the first compound and this is the second compound, same compound only, but how it has taken place, between these molecules there is a hydrogen force of attraction takes place, so there is a hydrogen bond formation, so that is intermolecular hydrogen bond takes place. So usually intermolecular hydrogen bonding, the force of attraction will be very strong, so definitely high melting and boiling point will be there, so you have to provide high temperature, high melting and boiling point to break that bond. Whereas within the molecule, here within the molecule, that hydrogen oxygen bonding nature, generally here low melting and boiling point will be there. Intramolecular hydrogen bond, it actually it is a very strong, this is very strong hydrogen bond comparatively intermolecular hydrogen bond. See, paranitrophenol, it is actually what it is, intermolecular hydrogen bond. Orthonitrophenol, it is intramolecular hydrogen bond. So, intramolecular hydrogen bond, the force of attraction will be what it is there, it will be there. Then here also the force of attraction will be there, but this is between the molecules, the force of attraction will be very high, you have to provide higher temperature to break the bond. But here within the molecule, what it is, bonding in nature will be there, so the usually melting and boiling point comparatively, what it is, paranitrophenol, orthonitrophenol, comparatively less melting and boiling point. See here, generally in intramolecular hydrogen bond, it's very strong bond we used to say. And this is another point, I just to bring it to your notice. But here what is the question they are asking, which method can be separated? Here steam distillation method we can separate. Why do we separate easily in that steam distillation? Because it's a volatile compound and generally it will be easy to evaporate, and that is the way we can separate the steam distillation method only. So usually volatile liquids can be separated by steam distillation. I hope you got the clarity about this question. Come on, let's go to the next question. That they have given the compound, we have to find out that which is the correct option. See here they have given that what it is, here they have given aldehyde group, here they have given keto group, and here they have given what it is, alkene. See generally terminal carbon only aldehyde group will be coming, and the terminal carbon only we have to give the numbering 1. That means this is a functional group, this is aldehyde group, right? So aldehyde aldehyde group, the functional group, so we have to give the numbering 1. So in that way, keto group usually it comes in the middle carbon, right? So here CH3 means here also CH3. So usually double bond, C double bond O, it will come in the middle only. And this is keto group, right? Next one, alkene. This is alkene where it starts. So numbering, it's very important. Suppose we are giving the numbering here 1, and here 2, here 3, and this is 4, and this is 5. So numbering where it starts, aldehyde carbon 1 and 2, keto group 3, and fourth carbon is here only, alkene starts from here only. So starting carbon only we have to give that numbering 4, 5. Okay, now how do we mention? So third group, it is keto, 6, and this is 6, so that means hexane. Hexane, so that means this is a parental line, long chain structure if we are going. So that means here in that second carbon, methyl group which is attached, so this is methyl group which is attached. So 2 methyl group, 3 keto group, 4 ene. So which is the correct way we bring it? So 3 keto, 2 methyl, hex hexane, 4 ene, and Al. See, OH comes means it is alcohol. So OL, according to IUPAC name, OL we used to mention. Whereas aldehyde comes means this is according to IUPAC name, Al it ends. So though we are giving that numbering 1, but as we mentioned, end only we have to bring. So 3 keto, third carbon, 3 keto, 2 methyl, hex 4 ene Al. Okay, so this is the correct way. So you have to give that small hyphen over here, 4 ene Al. All. Oh, here also all, here also all. So that's what I just mentioned. Al. OL, it is OH alcohol group. But here aldehyde CHO, Al we are mentioning. So which is the correct option? Option D is the correct option. Hope you got the clarity about, and this is very simple. Come on, let's go to the next question. Electrophile. Electrophile, it is electron poor, electron deficient, electron wants, it accepts a pair of electron, it is incomplete octet, and it is what, it is positively charged or neutral charge, electron deficient, electron wants, incomplete octet. So these are all the points are applicable for electrophile when we are talking about electrophile or electron poor. Right, now here which are the points? Just example, Cl plus, H plus, and CH3 plus, NO2 plus, these are all applicable under what it is, electrophile. And general example here, AlCl3, FeCl3, BCl3, these are all belongs to electrophile. See, whenever you are getting this point, no, so these are all belongs to electrophile. AlCl3, one famous naming reaction we used to get. You know what is that naming reaction, AlCl3? I hope you got that idea. Come on, let's go to identify this answer. Come on, electrophile means electron poor, electron deficient, electron wants. Come on. The first one, negatively, electrophile, it's a negatively charged. No, first starting only it has gone. Why? Because it is positively charged. Because electron wants, electron requires, right? So, first one only it's wrong. Then second one, electrophile, generally neutral species. Yes, it is correct, neutral, and can form a bond by accepting pair of electron. Yes, of course, accepting pair of electron, but neutral species, not only neutral species, even positively charged also it can, you can, it will be applicable. Then third one, let us check, electrophile can be either neutral or positively charged. Yes, both will be correct. Yes, both only it's correct. And charged species and can form a bond by accepting a pair of electron, form nucleophile. Yes, exactly. So it is accepting pair of electron from nucleophile, or it is attracted towards the nucleophile. This is actually exactly correct. And a electrophile is negatively charged, no, and species and can form bond by accepting, not negatively charged, no, it is positively, negatively charged, it is nucleophile only negatively charged. I hope you got the clarity. Electrophile, it is E plus. Generally, we can mention the symbol E plus. I hope you got the clarity about this question. Come on, let's go to the next question.